Hi everyone, and thank you for checking out my channel. If you're new here, my name is Devana and I discuss disturbing true crime. If you've been hanging around a while, thank you for coming back. Today I will be telling you about the disturbing case where a woman named Virginia Hayden killed her husband for her own selfish money laundering purposes, then proceeded to lie about his whereabouts for over a decade. In 2011, 62-year-old Thomas Hayden went missing almost without a trace. His wife, Virginia Hayden, 70 at the time, never reported him as a missing person, which, if you've been watching true crime for a long while, you know that this is a huge red flag. Instead, she continued to collect his Social Security benefits, unlawfully, I might add. Over the course of about 6 years, she managed to get roughly $113,000 from this illegal act. She was charged with her husband's murder in April of 2019 by Northern York Regional Police in Pennsylvania. So not only was she charged with the murder of her husband, but with several other crimes as well. And I do mean several. Virginia Hayden was faced with 64 additional state counts that include forgery, conspiracy, theft, receiving stolen property, and tampering with public records. Now that we know what she was charged with, let's talk about the details surrounding the murder. Though technically his actual body was never found, Thomas Hayden is presumed dead, with some pretty promising evidence to back it up. In January of 2012, there was a Food Saver brand vacuum-sealed bag found on the side of the road near Conewago Creek in Dover Township, Pennsylvania. You'll never believe what the bag's contents consisted of. The bag consisted of a human scalp, with the hair still connected to it and tied up in a ponytail. It was then wrapped in a shred of a queen-size bed sheet and placed in a sealed bag. Could you imagine finding something so gruesome? Now the sheriff's department had this bloody scalp, no body, no suspects, and when they DNA tested the scalp, they were unable to connect it to anybody. Law enforcement along with the community were baffled at this. What can you even do from here? Well, just a few years later, in January of 2017, a woman named Kim Villa called the police and said that she hadn't spoken to her father in 11 years. Her father was none other than Thomas Hayden himself. She said that for years she had been trying to get in contact with him, but each time she would try, Virginia would answer the phone and simply say that Thomas didn't feel like talking to her. I'm sorry, but 11 years? If I go more than a few days without hearing from my parents, I'm going down there and calling the police. Something would definitely be smelling raw and fishy to me by that point. Virginia Hayden was eventually interviewed by police. She said her husband left in 2011 to seek medical treatment for Lou Gehrig's disease in Mexico. But it seems as though there were quite a few holes in her story and she couldn't quite keep her lies straight, changing the story of his departure multiple times. When searching the home, it was noted that there was a Food Saver vacuum sealer found in the Hayden residence. Police also discovered a passport, driver's license, and social security card in a lockbox, all belonging to Thomas Hayden. Wouldn't he have needed these items to, I don't know, go to Mexico like Virginia so confidently claimed that he did? Right. Well, with the DNA testing getting better and better, the forensics lab was able to determine that the scalp belonged to a sibling of Thomas Hayden's two brothers. Though it wasn't proven to be an exact match to his DNA, authorities are confident in who the scalp and ponytail belonged to. Things are starting to add up more and more as time goes on. Now there's one more connection to the case coming out of Austin, Texas, United States. Virginia Hayden was very close with her grandson named Michael Harris and had once given him a credit card in Thomas Hayden's name. He allegedly told investigators that he was in high school at the time, and to him it was just free money. It has been brought up that Harris and Hayden had previously discussed different methods to dispose of human bodies. During this, different sources claim that Virginia informed Michael that if you feed a person to pigs, they eat everything but the hair. This is stated directly in a court document from the case. There's plenty more information related to this case, and it only takes a moment to find it online if you're curious about hearing more. For today, though, that'll conclude our video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to support my channel, and I'll see y'all next time. Good night.